Stop what you're doing right now. Do not buy a Mac today. Seriously, if you have an iMac or a Mac Studio sitting in your cart, do not click that checkout button. Keep your wallet firmly shut. Something bizarre is happening right now in Cupertino. Over the past few weeks, people have been blaming delayed product cycles on the usual stuff. Manufacturing slowdowns, semiconductor issues, the same old excuses. But it turns out Apple might have been intentionally holding back their stock. We are about a month out from WWDC 2026, and according to the latest supply chain chatter, Apple is about to drop a hardware bomb that could instantly make your brand new setup feel incredibly outdated. We're talking about 7, maybe even 8 major product announcements dropping back to back. Let me break down exactly what is happening behind the scenes, starting with the M5 Mac Mini. This little machine has secretly become the best value in the entire Apple ecosystem, but if you try to find a base model right now, good luck. Inventory is drying up globally. Ming-Chi Kuo has been hinting at major production shifts, and DG Times recently noted that entry-level configurations of the current models are basically ghostware. That tells us Apple is desperately clearing out the pipeline for a massive M5 transition. And the jump from the current generation to M5 is going to be wild. We are hearing directly from sources at the ELEC that Apple is aggressive with TSMC's N3P manufacturing process. Honestly, I'll believe the aggressive timeline when I see the actual TSMC 3nm yield stabilize, but the numbers look insane. The base M5 chip is rumored to pack a 10-core CPU. They are balancing the performance and efficiency cores to squeeze out every drop of power while keeping the thermals completely in check. You have to understand that Apple is no longer just competing on battery life. They want raw, sustained desktop performance in a box the size of an Apple TV. Pair that 10-core architecture with ultra-fast LPDDR5X memory, and you're looking at a machine that handles heavy rendering, complex multitasking, and insane AI workloads without breaking a sweat. Wait, really? A base Mac Mini doing heavy AI rendering? Yeah, the M5 architecture is supposedly built entirely around handling local machine learning. The neural engine is getting a massive core count bump specifically to process generative tasks directly on the silicon instead of phoning home to a cloud server. Speaking of heavy workloads, creative professionals have been begging for a Mac Studio refresh. And Mark Gurman basically confirmed we are getting the M5 Max and the terrifyingly powerful M5 Ultra. Digital artists and video editors want workstation power without relying on the cloud, and Apple knows it. The M5 Ultra is rumored to completely rewrite how Apple handles unified memory and thermal throttling. The concept is fascinating. You string 2 M5 Max dies together using their Ultra Fusion packaging, and you get a machine that challenges high-end desktop setups with dedicated GPUs. The bandwidth between those two dies is supposed to be nearly double what we saw on previous generations, meaning you will not see those annoying micro stutters when scrubbing through 8K timeline footage or rendering complex 3D environments. I mean, we all know the Apple tax is real, but if they actually deliver true generative AI optimization and hardware ray tracing that competes with a massive NVIDIA rig, it might actually be worth the premium. Are you guys holding out for an M5 Max Studio, or is the Mini enough for your daily driver? Let me know down below. But here is where things get genuinely weird. The hardware is exciting, but the biggest disruption next month isn't the silicon. It is Siri 2. For years, Siri has been an absolute joke compared to modern conversational assistants. You ask it to set a timer, and it calls your boss. But leaks suggest Apple completely nuked the old Siri code and rebuilt it from scratch. We are talking deep integration into macOS 17 and iOS 27. Shrimp Apple Pro. Leak that we might get secure on-device semantic indexing. That means Siri actually understands the context of your emails, your hidden notes, and your messy text messages without sending your entire life to a server farm in Nevada. You get absolute privacy while Siri behaves like an actual assistant. Imagine you get a text from a friend asking about dinner plans, and you just ask Siri to find a restore. And they mentioned last week, check your calendar for conflicts and draft a reply. That requires heavy lifting from the M5 and A series chips, which perfectly explains why Apple has been so aggressively pushing their neural engine capabilities. But the software overhaul doesn't stop with your laptop or phone. There is also this wild rumor from Makotakara about entirely new wearable AI experiences. They are pointing to future AirPods prototypes packing miniature camera systems. The idea is that the cameras analyze your surroundings in real time, feed that visual data into Siri, and combine it with ambient audio understanding to give you instant contextual awareness. Honestly, having cameras in my earbuds sounds completely unsettling. But if Apple nails this seamless integration, it changes how we interact with the physical world completely. You could be walking down the street, look at a historic building, and just ask Siri what you were looking at. The AirPods would capture the visual data, process it locally on your iPhone, and whisper the answer into your ear. It is a massive leap forward in augmented reality that does not require strapping a heavy headset to your face. Then we have the long-rumored Home Hub. Ross Young has been tracking display supply chain movements, and we finally have details on this hybrid smart display. Apple wants a 7-inch touchscreen attached to a premium speaker to run your entire smart home ecosystem. They are apparently putting a ridiculously powerful chip inside this thing. Putting an A-series or even an M-series chip in a smart display sounds completely overkill, but Apple hates lag. They want voice commands, home automation, and FaceTime communication to be perfectly fluid. Some whispers even claim the design language is paying homage to classic Apple hardware. Maybe a nod to the G4 iMac aesthetic with a floating display mounted on a semi-spherical base. That retro-futuristic vibe would instantly make it a centerpiece in any living room. And they're not stopping there. The Apple TV 4K is getting a massive upgrade. They want to turn your living room into a legitimate computing environment, not just a streaming box. We are expecting Wi-Fi 7, massively upgraded gaming performance, and deep ecosystem ties. Toss in the rumors of a redesigned HomePod Mini 2 with deeper bass and crazy new colors. Plus an M5 iMac that keeps the minimalist design, but gets the huge N3P performance bump, and you have a totally revitalized lineup. This entire strategy shows Apple is building a fortress of interconnected devices that all speak the exact same language. From the ultra-powerful desktop workstations down to the earbuds in your pocket and the smart hub on your kitchen counter, the M5 generation and Siri 2 are designed to lock you into the Apple ecosystem tighter than ever before. So, if you're staring at that checkout page right now, just close the tab. Wait a few more weeks. The leap in raw performance, the massive AI software overhaul, and the sheer volume of new hardware dropping all at once means whatever you buy today is going to feel ancient by next month. Hold the line, because WWDC is going to be an absolute bloodbath for our wallets.